Petco Park here on a Tuesday night. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. Luis Perdomo gets the start for San Diego in this one. HR, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, if you look at the rotation, this is the guy everybody questions. How is he still in it? ERA over 5 last season. But what I see is a guy that they trust. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go be out there and battle. And let's just see if maybe he can turn this trend around of inconsistency.
Right fielder, Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Here's a look over to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
I think this one all comes down to poor footwork. The runner really didn't have that big of a lead by any means, so he was probably just simply throwing over there. It looks pretty easy, right? But when you're spinning to make that throw like that, this one just gets away from him, something he might need to work on before his next outing.
Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Harold, this Padres team as they take the field here tonight, they've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matt, they won the game last night, and I talked to the manager earlier, and he just said, you know, we executed, and if we can do that, we'll be a consistent team, and we'll win games.
Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And the pitch on 2-1. And that slider must have been low. It's ball 3.
Well, we're playing cat and mouse already in the first inning. Look, I know it's a 3-ball count, but I don't think he's pitching around him because look at the on-deck circle. That guy's a pretty good hitter, too.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a liner. But this will land foul as he didn't miss by much. No one out with a runner at second. Line but speared on a hop. Ibar throws to first to take care of him for the first down. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Oh, man, I love what A.J. Pollock does for this offense. He's working on a 6-game hit streak right now. That's almost a week, so I expect to see his hot hitting continue.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
One thing I'm going to keep my eye on with this young starter on the mound is how he's able to stay ahead of hitters. It makes pitching at this level a lot easier. And when you're trying to establish yourself in the big leagues, you're going to have a much better time doing that if you attack hitters from the get-go.
Therefore, it is Ibar. The throw will go to third. The tag gets one. A tag, and he is out at second base. And a costly... And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Padres, center fielder Manuel
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Well, Harold, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 or 5 prior to that.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where baseball comes the best to me, where all the cliches come in. You got to have a short-term memory, and you really do. The game's over. You can't do anything about it. You got to come back today and play better and win.
With a moment here in downtown San Diego, we'll look at the Padres starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Yeah, Matt, you have to like what Eric Ibar brings to the table for this team. He's got a 5-game hitting streak going. If you've got to start those big streaks somewhere, I like the way he's swinging the bat right now. Great approach, very comfortable. Let's see if that streak continues today.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Travis Jankowski becomes out number 2 this inning.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1 and 2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Owings has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Jake Lamb standing in now. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night.
Lamb.
Fouled back. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Time now for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Padres. And that shortstop, Eric Ibar. He's won a Gold Glove before, but you're not going to see the guy that's going from one end of the field to the other making ground balls. He now relies a lot on positioning, and he catches it when it's hit to him.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And he pops it up back behind second base. Solarte takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Batting sixth, second baseman.
So coming to the plate, Ketel Marte. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Jankowski's there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping up to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one.
Hunter Renfroe.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses, ball one. The 1-0 delivery. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is off the wall in right field. The throw into second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yangervis Solarte. And he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
A runner at second, nobody out. High in the air out to center field. Pollock has a read on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with one gone.
Well, let's take a look at the Diamondbacks defense, brought to you by Majestic. And down there at first base, Paul Goldschmidt. The thing I like about him, he catches everything. That's why he won a Gold Glove before. Throw it his direction. He's a big target. Stands about 6'4". He's wide. He'll make the play for you. He's a great guy to throw to, and he can also make the plays on his own.
Throw to first, not in time as the run was across to score.
Well, there's a one-out infield single. And you know what? You can start a lot of rallies with one out. He was hustling down the line. If you're pitching, you think, golly, that was so unlucky.
Ryan Schimpf is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. And another strike. Good fastball under the hands. It's 0-2.
He's already given up a run. He's got a runner on. He's got to put this guy away. Got him in an 0-2 count. You can't let this inning get any worse.
So he sets him down swinging. Ryan Schimpf goes down for the second out in the bottom half. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Wow, really close pitch.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Here's Chris Owings now. 7, 8, 9, bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Chris Owings.
Pitch on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a base hit. So early trouble to lead off the inning.
Well, that right there is perfect for taking the ball inside and shooting it the other way. You hear that terminology, hands inside the ball. The only way you're going to do that is you pull your hands in hard and stay inside the baseball. Nice piece of hitting.
Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Stepping in now, Chris Herman. Pitch outside, the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. The 1-0 delivery. Sent on the ground out to second. Solarte fields it cleanly. Throw gets him 2 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher
into the
number
box
46.
now, Patrick Corbin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a looper to left. Jankowski over to his left, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for. Digging in, Luis Perdomo. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Ball 1. 1-1, here it comes. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manuel Margot. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded by Owings. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll get it into second. Not in time. And he's in there with a double.
Well, that base hit right there extends the streak to 10 games. When you start getting hits over 10 games, you've been pretty consistent over the last 2 series you've been playing. Really good ball right now.
Will Myers is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. The 0-1 pitch. Tapped down the line. That winds up foul.
Well, clearly that changeup the pitch before didn't fool him, because that fastball right there, he was right on it. He just couldn't put it in play.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And another foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, A.J. Pollock. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
A.J. Pollock.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Renfroe moves over. He's got it one away.
The batter, right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Jeremy Hazelbaker. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lined into left field, a base hit.
Well, that first pitch single right there is something we haven't seen much this game. Maybe they'll be more aggressive now, jumping first pitch instead of finding themselves in the hole. A lot of the at-bats we've seen in this game so far.
Into the box now, Paul Goldschmidt. Pitch inside, the throw is there, and he's out trying to take second. No runs, 4 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Here's a pop-up now. Solarte has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. D-backs are down on 4 pitches. It remains 1-0. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Hunter Renfroe. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Second baseman.
Striding in once again, Guilherme Solarte comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. Back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
That's a strong hitter right there. Slider in on his hands, and he still is able to muscle it out far enough for a base hit.
Here's Eric Ibar now. Runners on the move for second, and that'll get down for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
Well, Matt, clearly that was a hit and run. The runner was off on the swing, and he drives the ball so hard to the outfield they couldn't advance it.
And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Shunt.
Well, he's clearly on that fastball. He hit that one hard. He just could not keep it fair.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Ready for another chance. Number 21. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Fastball in there for a called strike. 1 run, 5 hits, and 1 error for the Padres so far. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So digging in now, Jake Lamb. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Baseman, Jake
First
Lamb.
offering on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Renfroe is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Yasmani Tomas is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Jankowski going back. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Diamondbacks strike here to make it a 1-1 ball game.
The batter, number 4.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a liner, but foul.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Turned on down the line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he'll pull into second with one away.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Now a pickoff play at second, but the runner's back easily. Here's Chris Owings now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Comes set with the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That was a pretty good pitch on a pitch he doesn't throw very often, or I should say hasn't used in this game, that's for sure. That was a good pitch.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him swinging in the dirt. Number 21 recovers. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. At the plate, Chris Herman comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Chris Herman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Solarte. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Diamondbacks come back. Stepping into the box, Luis Perdomo. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And here's a ball hit in the air. Lamb will get under this one, and he's got it for the first out.
Center fielder number 7, Manuel
Digging
Margot.
in once again, Manuel Margot. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Oh, he might have got away with one. 2-strike breaking ball that ended up being in the zone. I think he probably wanted that out of the zone, but fortunately, he just fouled it off.
Squared that one up just a little late.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He was fortunate he just fouled it off.
Down the third baseline. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's the 7th game he's hit in. Look out. 7 games. That's 1 week of feeling pretty good. Let's see how long he can make this last.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. And a good pitch on the inside for strike 1. The 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Scorched to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
First baseman number 4, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. the ground out to short. Played on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One left for San Diego. We've played. Digging.
Leading off for Arizona, pitcher Patrick Corbin.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Jankowski is there. One down.
Center fielder number 11, A.J. Pollock.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, A.J. Pollock. A hit in 2 tries so far. Lined hard toward right center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Well, there's an opposite field base hit right there. He's off to a great start here in April. Maybe that's why he's using the whole entire ballpark, the whole field.
First things first, here's a throw over. Runner back safely. And again a throw, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And again a throw over, and the runner back safely. Another throw over, and the runner back. Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Here comes the 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now a throw over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. And another throw over, and a dive, but he's back in there. And yet another throw over, a dive, but he's back. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Jankowski makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Ready for another shot now, Paul Goldschmidt. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. He straightens him up with a fastball that time. It's ball 1.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
And that pitch is lined into left field, and he's got his second hit of the evening.
Up next for the
Riding in once again, Jake Lamb. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. In the dirt here. No movement on. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. He pulls this one into right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Digging in once again, Hunter Renfroe. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just the single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Hit out towards second. Marte gloves it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, second baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Yangervis Solarte. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And that one right down Main Street. 0-1 count, and the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Ready once again, Eric Ibar. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Way in front of a great slider that time.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Well, that's a high fastball in the low 90s. That is a dangerous, dangerous pitch right there. He got away with one. The guy took the pitch. Maybe he's just measuring him up. I wouldn't come back with that again. Well, he's off to a fast start in this series. 3 hits already in this game, and he's still got a couple games left in the series.
Ryan Schimpf.
Into the box, Ryan Schimpf, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here it comes, 1-0. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Padres leave 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Here's Yasmani Tomas. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. And here's a ball hit in the air. In comes Jankowski. He can't get there as it falls in. Throw into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Into the box, Chris Owings. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, what a good slider down the way. And I'm telling you, late in the game to throw that pitch with that type of precision, man, your manager feels good about the decision of leaving him in.
Here comes another 0-2. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Solarte ranging into the outfield, and the inning is over. Ready for another chance, number 21, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far, and that's going to be a base hit, so the possible go-ahead run is on here to start the home half of the 7th.
Boy, that big leadoff hit right there really sets the table for them with an opportunity to take the lead the rest of the game.
Luis Sardinas will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. One there on to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. This is line to left. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Bottom of the 7th inning will go at least 1 plate appearance deeper after the 2-out hit.
Left fielder.
Striding in, Travis Jankowski. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In there for strike 1.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that 2-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 on the ground to the left side. And he'll tag the runner coming by. At least make him throw it. And the Ryan Butcher has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
40, Ryan Butcher.
In now, Chris Herman. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now the pitch. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Hard hit to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The pitcher, number 46, Patrick Corbin.
Brendan Drury will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Brandon Drury.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he lays off for ball 1.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Pitch on the way. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Center fielder
standing in, A.J. Pollock. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone into the 4th floor of the Western Metal Building. A solo shot here to left. Second home run early in the year. And the Diamondbacks move out in front. It's now 2-1. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did.
Now batting, right fielder, Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 0-1 pitch. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. 2 out, nobody on. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1 for the Diamondbacks, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's now 2-1 Arizona. Archie Bradley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Digging in, Will Myers. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike. Started that swing a bit too early. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one will get this one. Another 0-2 coming. On the ground to third. And he's set down, one away.
The right fielder, number 10.
Stepping in, Hunter Renfroe. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Got him. At the plate, Yonhervis Solarte. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit in the air out toward left. Tomas over to his right. And that's the 3rd out. A nighttime view of what they call America's finest.
Number 12, Christian Betancourt.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the 1st out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Jake Lamb. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. The next 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Hit out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The left fielder, number 24.
So digging in now is Marty Tomas. He went deep back in the 5th. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is Diamondbacks down in order. They lead it.
Leading off in the bottom of the 9th, the shortstop,
Fernando Rodney. If the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
For the Diamondbacks, number 56, Fernando Rodney.
Eric Ibar is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he misses again. 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, this is not how he wanted to come into this game out of the bullpen. The leadoff man of the inning, he finds himself down 3-0 in count. He's got to take a deep breath, refocus, and get back in this game.
Third baseman.
First pitch on its way. Ryan Schimpf is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
I like that pitch right there. Nice adjustment. After a 4-pitch walk, he comes right back and throws a strike. That tells me this guy can be aggressive when he needs to.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, number 21. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And Rodney with the good fastball out of the pen. No balls and a strike. Now the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
That right there, Matt, may be the best pitch in baseball. I don't know why people don't throw that high fastball more. It is so difficult for a hitter to raise their hands up and try to...
Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Patrick Corbin notches his third win of the year. Fernando Rodney hammers down the save.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. A reminder that post-game trolley service.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Diamondbacks put together 10 hits total as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park, 2-1. The Kansas City Royals allowed 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Giants, 3-1. The Los Angeles Dodgers hit 3 long balls as they bested the visiting Rockies, 11-5. The Atlanta Braves had 12 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Nats, 5-3. The New York Mets dropped 4 home runs in this one as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 8-3. The Brew Crew bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 3-1. The O's combined to allow only 4 hits as they got past the Reds in Cincinnati 6-0. The Cardinals sank the visiting Buccos
Wednesday night baseball coming your way from lovely Petco Park. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this.
Number 11.
A.J. Pollock is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Harold, this Padres team, as they take the field here tonight, come in trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately. 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, last game they lost by 1 run. You know, those are the ones that are hard to take. You look back and you think, could we have scraped out 1 more run or maybe even 2 to win it? Those are the ones you have a tough time sleeping after.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
High in the air out to center field. Margot's under it. 1 out. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, this team really needs David Peralta to step up. This guy took the golden sombrero last time. 4 strikeouts. It's always concerning when you see that. Clearly struggling right now, so I'm pulling for him. I hope he puts the ball in play.
And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Well, Matt, Joey Mack's been pretty good. He's a standard, basic umpire. Doesn't miss a whole lot. At the end of the day, though, he's pretty ordinary.
Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Well, that was a good changeup right there. You see how he swung through that ball? Man, he's got him thinking now because that was clearly an indication he was looking fastball and got fooled. Back-to-back changeups and fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Top of the first, just underway at Petco Park. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Man, it's going to be a long game. The angle that he's throwing that sinker at, nobody's going to touch that.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
3-1 count to this guy. You don't want to challenge him right here. Don't give him anything to hit. No. Keep it on the corner.
And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Settling in now, Jake Lamb. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt here. And no advance. It's ball 1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. One and one. Here it comes. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. One and two. Here it comes. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Travis.
Ripped down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Well, Harold, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. Well, they've been playing some pretty good baseball. 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, they won the game last night, and I talked to the manager earlier, and he just said, you know, we executed it. And if we can do that, we'll be a consistent team, and we'll win games.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Standing in, Manuel Margot. And he's one to watch out for. A 7-game hitting streak coming in.
Margot.
swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Batting third.
Here's another look at that play, accompanied by the show track data. And as you'll see, he had to go pretty far into the hole to get to it and then make the long throw for the out. Got a lot behind that throw, too. First pitch of the at-bat. Will Myers is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Well, he got what he's looking for. He just got out in front of it right there.
Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
1 and 2.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a curveball swung on and missed, and a great call there as the inning is over. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Now to the plate, Brandon Drury. He'll stand in against Trevor Cahill to get the inning underway.
Brandon Drury.
A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
All right, here's how the Pods line up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And at shortstop, Eric Ibar. He's won a Gold Glove before, but you're not going to see the guy that's going from one end of the field to the other making ground balls. He now relies a lot on positioning, and he catches it when it's hit to him.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Bounce to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
Batting 7th. Shortstop.
At the plate, Chris Owings. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys? Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 1. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. In there, no balls and a strike. 0-1, here it comes. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And this will be fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Hazelbaker's under it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Well, let's take a look at the Diamondbacks defense, brought to you by Majestic. And down there at first base, Paul Goldschmidt. The thing I like about him, he catches everything. That's why he won a Gold Glove before. Throw it his direction. He's a big target. Stands about 6'4". He's wide. He'll make the play for you. He's a great guy to throw to, and he can also make the plays on his own.
And now for the second batter in a row. This is in the air out to left field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Well, that's a great example of just pure hitting. Switch hitter takes the ball the other way. This is something they work on from both sides of the plate. Nice execution.
Stepping up now, Hunter Renfroe. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Curveball that time, not even close.
he still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
He's right on that breaking ball. That's pretty good timing right there, especially following up after a fastball.
Another one sent foul. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Luis Sardinas is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Ball's on the outside half. You go with the pitch. Old school textbook hitting. Stays with it and drove that ball to the shortstop head.
Into the box, number 21, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it. Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Ready with the 3-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
It's a big at bat right here, Matt. You have to get to him early in the game. I know there's 2 outs. You got to run the score.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So coming to the plate, Chris Herman. The early season batting line well above 300 coming into this one, so he'll look to keep that kind of success going. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A changeup over the inside corner.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. In now, Zach Greinke. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And this one's tapped foul at home plate.
Oh, that's a good sign right there. After the fastball, he gets that changeup, and he stayed right on it. Just couldn't keep it fair. He's seeing the ball well, though.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here comes another 0-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Center fielder, number 11.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, A.J. Pollock. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Myers will put this one away. Diamondbacks down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Coming to the plate now, Trevor Cahill. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 from Greinke. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate. From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Trevor Cahill is sent packing to begin the bottom of the third. Travis Jankowski is at the plate as he watches ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Line drive to left. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Well, he picks up a hit now in 11 straight games. Swing the bat pretty good. I love the adjustments he's made along the way through this whole streak.
Manuel Margot stands in as he looks at a called strike.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Number 4, Will
Striding
Myers.
in once again, Will Myers. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3. 0-0 our score. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Here's another 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2. Digging in to try it again, Ryan Schimpf. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Peralta going back to the track. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Padres leave a pair. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Peralta. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Right fielder, David Peralta.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Sardinhas has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Digging in, Paul Goldschmidt. He drew a walk his first time up. Into the windup and the pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
And the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
Whoa, he hung that changeup. That ball was hit hard. Lucky to keep that one in the ballpark.
Jake Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, he got a piece of that breaking ball right there. That's the second one he's seen in a row now, and he fouled that one off. Let's see if he comes back with a third one. 3 in a row.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. The relay, and he'll get in there safely.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift pitches, not the location he was shooting for. Brandon Drury will bat next as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Jankowski ranging back and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. In to score the runner from third.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Jeremy Hazelbaker swings and misses there, so he's down 0-1.
I'll tell you what, right there, Matt, that's a sign of a guy that was sitting on an off-speed pitch. He threw that fastball right by him.
Now the 0-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Jankowski on his horse, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the runner from third crosses the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Here's Chris Owings now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Chris Owings.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Well, I'm not big on the first pitch changeup, but right there I liked it. He got out front of the swing, and now you got a strike.
3 runs already home here. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, he's made 2 tough pitches. He's got a runner at second base, and now he doesn't have to make a good pitch. Make him chase something right here because you don't have to throw him a strike.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. That misses. 1-2. Cahill ready. The 1-2. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Here's the 2-2. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's Ibar. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Ready for another chance? Chris Herman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Here comes the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
So digging in now, Zach Greinke. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
First delivery to him on the way. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Long throw to the plate. The runner from second crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Oh, nobody expected that. You walk to get to the pitcher, and what's he do? He comes up with a big RBI hit with 2 outs. Man, that's got to feel good.
Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like the right-hander's getting loose out there. In now, A.J. Pollock as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 4 runs here in this half inning. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Hit to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is into the box. Eric Ibar,
leading
a
off the
base hit in his first trip.
The shortstop, number 8.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Ibar waits on the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, he clearly read the scouting report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching him.
And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Owings is there. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Had to protect there with 2 strikes, and he just got it off the end of the bat. Not much of a problem for the infield at that point.
Stepping in now, Hunter Renfroe. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Takes this the other way to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Into the box now, Luis Sardinas. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right. Peralta is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Jared Cozart is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out. Ready for another shot now, David Peralta. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Swinging a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Jankowski comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for route number 1. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit hard towards center. And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit.
We're just not used to seeing him get nothing but base hits, usually hitting the long ball. You look in that column, it says 2 hits. You're thinking they're extra base hits, but he'll take the singles.
Jake Lamb standing in now.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
The 0-1 delivery. Hit hard to the right. Foul. The 0-2 delivery. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play.
Well, that got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, followed up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
The 2-2 one more time. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Margot looks up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. 2-run shot to straightaway center. Second home run early in the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Into the box, Brendan Drury. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Clearly, they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive some.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Digging in and looking for more, Jeremy Hazelbaker. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. And here's a ball hit in the air. Schimpf has got it, and the side is retired. Now in the box, number 21. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 21.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Matt, I don't know if you know this, but less than 60% of his first pitches have been for a strike. And he's still having a good game. I don't know what he's doing. They just haven't been able to figure him out.
And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field, and deep back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here. Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 0-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Owings has it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder number 7, Manuel Margot.
Digging in once again, Manuel Margot. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Peralta is there, and that retires the side. Miguel Diaz takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 43, Miguel
Digging in once
Diaz.
again, Chris Owings. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
2 strikes on him, and he flips one out in the center field. You couldn't have thrown that any better.
Chris
Ready
Herman.
for another shot now. Chris Herman comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. There he goes. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. In time, and he is nailed at second. Now the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jankowski's there for it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The pitcher number
Ready for another chance? Zach Greinke, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Myers is there, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Into the windup and the pitch. Will Myers is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single.
Well, he went for the big swing and ends up getting a swinging bunt. You couldn't have rolled the ball any better. Starts off the inning. Here we go. We're off and flying. A leadoff single.
And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs to get back in this thing. Well, that's back-to-back breaking balls. He was able to foul that one off. Will they come back with a third?
From the belt, kicks and deals. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
0-1, here it comes. This ball will be chopped foul. The 0-2 home. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Ready on 1-2. Squared that one up just a little late. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. He'll try again 1-2. Towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Striding in once again, Hunter Renfroe. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Way in front of that fastball.
Right there, Matt. You know, they get the leadoff man on, and they haven't been able to advance him. That's why they're not scoring runs. You got to hit and run still. Do something to get that runner moving. Get aggressive.
And he drops it. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. A runner on first with 2 away. Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Back here at Petco Park, we're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front, and before we get the Getting underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point.
A.J. Pollock.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Fastball right back to the mound, and he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Hey, not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Slider whiffed on for strike three. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They lead it 6-1. Digging in the switch hitter, Luis Sardinas. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Luis Sardinas.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. To first. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
That's a nice controlled two-strike approach. You cut your swing down, and all you want to do is see the ball and hit it.
In the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Wow, one pitch ago he had only given up a single, but with that wild pitch, that single essentially turns into a double. Those kind of things can absolutely kill you.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. No one out with a runner at second. 1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses, ball two.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a ball line hard towards short. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Well, that's a line drive single, but the runner's not going to score. Now, remember, with less than 2 outs, he had to freeze. Hit it a little bit too hard.
Hitting for the Padres, number 17, Alan Cordova.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. And this catches the outside corner, strike one.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Hazelbaker's on his horse. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it a 6-2 game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Slider stayed too low, ball 2.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
The 2-0 on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will get foul. 2-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit hard up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Padres. Jose Torres is into the ball game now as he'll make.
Number 76, Jose.
Jake Lamb is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
Well, that slider right there, that's what makes him tough against the left-handers. That pitch is almost impossible to hit.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Brandon Drury. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Drury.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. That's popped up out towards short right field. Myers takes charge out there and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeremy Hazelbaker. In his last at bat, he popped out in foul ground. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Now at the plate, Will.
Leading off for the Padres, first baseman, Will Myers.
Randall Delgado is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 48, Randall Delgado.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now the pitch. High pop up. Drury is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan Schimpf.
And that'll bring up the power hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. This ball sliced the opposite way, but it'll get into the seats deep in left and foul. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Very weakly on the ground.
Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there. A little two-strike changeup. He thought he might get a swing and miss, but man, he left that in the zone. He's fortunate that ball didn't leave the park.
And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
They've left a lot of men on base. They've had plenty of opportunities, and here's another one. After a base hit, they find themselves with another runner on. Let's see if they can bring somebody home this inning.
Here's Eric Ibar now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Counts 1-0.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Ibar waits on the 1-1. Way out in front. Ready on 1-2. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. One 1-0 pitch on the way. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. 2 out with the man at first. A changeup over the inside corner.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Padres leave 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Now in the box, Chris Owings. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. From the stretch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Jankowski is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Hey, this guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Herman. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Now the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Jankowski is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Randall Delgado.
Gregor Blanco will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Blanco.
Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike 1.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Diamondbacks down in order. They lead it 6-2. Andrew Chafin is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Andrew Chafin.
Luis Sardinas Stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
Hard hit ball to short. Fielded by Owings. A quick out number one.
Now batting, number 21.
Digging in now, number 21. He singled his last time up. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
That's a ball he worked on all day. I was out here early. He stayed with it and just shot it the other way. Beautiful execution of a game plan.
Hector Sanchez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 44, Hector Sanchez.
Here's a first pitch changeup that swung on and chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-1 delivery. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball one. Should the lead hold up in this one, the win would belong to Zach Greinke. Now a little soft liner foul over to the right side, and the count will move to 1-2 now. And this is fouled at the plate. Another 1-2 delivery. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
And this is swung on and missed, so the Padres find themselves down to their final strike here.
0-2 with this guy. This could be the worst scenario you want. He's got 4 pitches that he can throw for strikes now. You really don't know what to look for when you're the hitter.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. Zach Greinke notches his 3rd win of the year. Trevor Cahill was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting out in the NL West, Zach Greinke got his 3rd win this season as the Diamondbacks took care of the Padres 6-2. Madison Bumgarner allowed nothing in his complete game shutout win as the Giants disposed of the Royals 3-0. The Los Angeles sweep as they bested the visiting Rockies 2